Gutherie with Sofa King News. I am here with Frankie from Emmure. Say hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Perfect. The new album, heavy.
Thank you.
Heavy. Can you guys get any heavier? Where do you go from here? I mean, really.
I don't know what's gonna happen as far as the future of the band's sound goes, but we retained an authentic feel and sound. I think through all our records, and it's kind of our focus is just like doing what feels good,
Very cool. I've noticed on the latest one, although the screams are mega intense, of course, there's a lot more sung and spoken elements to it. You achieve kind of more of a balance on that. Was that something you set out to do intentionally, or am I just talking on my ass?
It all depends. I try to implement wherever my strongest suit is with my voice, depending on the song, the part, the feeling I want to get across. So it's really not so much like just premeditated, like, okay, I'm gonna sound like this and do this. It's like, what does the song, how does it speak to me, and what do I think is gonna make the part shine through. So that's pretty much what it is. Just whatever feels good and feels right. I tend to do that. So if I'm singing for a part, I just feel like it feels right for singing for that part. If I'm like fucking talking or rapping or whatever, I don't know. I don't look at things that way. To me, I'm just using my voice. Like, I'm not trying to do anything. It's just I'm doing what feels natural.
What the song requires.
Sure. Yeah.
So you guys are obviously this is going to be wrapping up pretty quick here. How's the tour gone for you guys overall?
Mayhem is, I've said it a million times, is the best summer tour you could ever want to be on as an artist, and honestly, I think even to attend to as a fan, because really this is like every single second you're there, it's about the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no circus, people painting themselves or anything crazy like that. It's just like, like I said, people just come here to hear great bands all day, and like the lineup for this year is totally stacked. I mean, we got Korn, we got Body Count, we got Cannibal Corpse. I mean, like, just those names alone are like ticket sales, so like it's worth coming to check out the show for the dollar amount and see so many great bands.
New York, whether it's hardcore or metal, for 30 years has really had its own kind of defined sound, whether you're looking like Agnostic Front or like SOD or working all the way up to now, Cro-Mags, Crumbsuckers, Leeway back in the day, all those guys. What is it that you think that gives it such a distinct sound and like aggression and attitude and energy from the New Yorker standpoint?
I think it's less about a geographical standpoint and more about a place and time. I think that those bands perfectly speak the language of the time, especially with hardcore and metal, and I think that as time goes on, bands tend to do that and start to speak for the time now. So it can be like 2014, there's a band in New York that sounds exactly as they should at this time and place where they're from. You know what I'm saying? So it all really depends, like I said, like on when you come out and what you're what it is you're getting across. And bands like Cro-Mags and stuff like that, where they knew what they wanted to get it across, and it was perfect. And being from New York, it only was just kind of like more of like a badge, because I mean, for me, it's like it's obviously such a melting pot. So to have not only your subgenre or whatever you're good at shine through, but get recognized internationally is a big deal.
Yeah, there's always the direct communication, I think, is the one common link. There's very little bullshit going on there when it comes to smoke and mirrors. You're going to say it, you get it, and those that like it, and those that don't like it, fine.
Yeah, and that's everything. No one's gonna like everything. All right, that's just how it goes. So and there is something for everyone. I believe in both of those things. So it's like if you're not into something, you can change the channel. You can turn the knob on the fucking radio. Like, that's the beauty of being alive and having the option. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't really worry about people who are negative about anything. I don't give a fuck about people's opinions. That shit's like completely irrelevant to me. So
one last question. I'm not gonna dig into anything. You guys have dealt with a little bit of controversy over the past couple of years. Here's a question. Do you think that it's just really like uptight YouTube trolls making comments and being assholes about things, or do you think you're have a sense of humor that's maybe misunderstood at sometimes? What would you attribute that to?
Everyone's got something to say. no matter what it is. You know, people are either going to like it or going to hate it. Doesn't matter what. It could be anything. It could be the color blue. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as people caring about what we do or things that get attention, you know, whether it be our song titles or shirts we make, personally to me, everything is subjective. And I mean, like, everything is subjective. And I'm the kind of person that if I see something and I don't like it, that's it. That goes in my head, like, okay, that's not for me. I'm gonna continue all my life. To have it control my emotion enough for me to speak or have a comment or try to, you know, vilify it or whatever way is pathetic. It's a low frequency way of thinking. To see something and try to destroy it instantly is just it's sad. So I don't really care about like people having a problem with things we say or do, because it's like there's a lot of things that I don't agree with that happen that you never see me comment on, because I'm a person. I'm an actual human being. I have my own life. I don't need to worry about every little thing everyone else does, or make it like like I said, a thing where I feel like I need to speak about it. So, you know, I think it's really sad. I think music is the only place that me and a lot of people actually probably feel free to say how they feel and, you know, do what they want, you know, and actually be the person they feel is, you know, unique to them. So it's like, to try and stifle that in any way is just complete bullshit. There's tons of movies and games and books and things that are written constantly that cover terrible subject matter or say things that just are completely, could make people's stomachs turn, but those people are not getting sought after and tried to, you know, boycott and stuff like that. They're just treating it as it should be, which is subjective art, and which most things to me are.
So what's next for you guys after this shindig runs down?
We're going to be announcing some headline dates soon for the States, and anyone that's familiar with our band knows that we'll always come to their towns, so we're constantly world touring on a regular basis, so that's what we're doing.
Final words for the people out there in internet land.
Thanks for the interview, and thanks for watching, and our fans already know the deal. They're the best people in our lives, and thank you guys so much.
Awesome. You heard it here first, unless you saw it somewhere else first.